Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for taking time out of your precious day to join us here at CRCI. Welcome to the GiftMate Investors Pitch. My name is Lamar Sharif Fisher, and I am a co-founder and the CEO of GiftMate. GiftMate is a business that provides affordable gifts and services to those incarcerated in the state of Oregon correctional facilities. Our mission is to give the incarcerated inmates in Oregon the freedom they deserve to shop for their loved ones without the strain of exorbitant prices, limited selection, and inflexibility in ordering. We believe that all inmates wish to connect materially with those on the outside while living within their means. We seek to provide a better and feasible outlet for them to tighten their bonds with those that they've left behind. As the CEO, it is my job to bring our mission to reality. I realize that to make GiftMate a successful company, we need great employees as well as great investors, people who believe in our mission. With that being said, I'd like to introduce you to one of our co-founders who's helping build a roadmap for GiftMate. Overseeing our financial and accounting departments is Travis Taylor. He's our Chief Financial Officer. Mr. Taylor has shown great determination in being accurate and relative in compiling the information necessary for projecting startup requirements. Travis has given us a clear gauge of how much capital is going to be required until the company can support itself from its own cash flow. Travis has also put together a modest but yet realistic sales forecast providing relative data to be used in calculating potential returns for our investors. Now, Travis' short-term goal is to maintain a balance between the company's liabilities and assets, with a long-term goal of reaching sustainability and growth. Overseeing our operations department is John Hummon. He's our Chief Operating Officer. Mr. Hummon's humility and self-confidence gives our company the advantage in recruiting our management team. Mr. Hummon has experience running his own business and looks to bring that knowledge to GiftMate. He has a clear understanding of the competition and our potential vendors. He also knows that GiftMate's customers, the inmates, he knows what they're lacking, and he knows how GiftMate can fulfill that need. Mr. Hummon's goal is to build GiftMate into a national brand, all the while helping inmates stay connected to their loved ones. And now I'd like to go ahead and invite Mr. Hummon up to discuss GiftMate's problems and solutions that are being solved, as well as our business model.
Hello, thank you, Mr. Fisher. The problem we're trying to solve here. The problem our customers face is the disconnection between them and their families and loved ones. Through this disconnection, inmates feel as if they're forgotten about, as if they can't be a part of the real world. This disconnection causes them to not be able the freedom to send families or loved ones gifts for birthdays, holidays, or special occasions because they are physically not there. Solution to this problem. Is we are in the direct sales of discount gifts and services. We cater to the truly captive market. We give thousands of inmates seeking a shopping experience to share with their loved ones on the outside. We offer heartfelt ways to utilize their purchasing power. A way to surprise loved ones on seasonal occasions, and gifts and service ideas unavailable through the institutions. Our business model. We provide affordable products and services for inmates to send to their loved ones. We make a profit on product and services we drop ship. Our main distribution is Amazon and local vendors. We offer inmates the option of setting up prepaid accounts for quicker delivery and a small discount. We get paid directly from the inmates and act as a third party to execute their order. Our profit margin is 50% of total gross sales. We make profits by marking up the price of the items sought after. Also, we get a discount from our local vendors for exclusivity. And now to Mr. Fisher with sales and marketing and underlying magic. Thank you, John.
So, underlying magic John spoke of. What that means is like, what is our secret sauce? What makes GiftMate work? Well, it's a combination of a few things. Turn the page here. For starters, we're a relevant company with a catalog full of relevant items such as flowers, candy, balloons, stuffed animals, toys, digital music, clothing, romantic apparel, and custom art. It's very popular in institutions. You've probably seen some art from inmates. There's wonderful talent here. And inmates just want the ability to take that and put it on other gift items such as coffee mugs, t-shirts, etc. We provide that outlet for them, as well as bill pay. We also offer local availability with seasonal items and potential partnerships with companies like Harry and David of Southern Oregon and Made in Oregon. Another one of our formulas is we're affordable, which is very key because inmates don't make a lot of money if that's all they're subsisting off of. The average cost, thank you, John, of gift items and services in our catalog is less than $50, and that's in comparison to the $62 average cost of tennis shoes sold by the DLC. We also provide specialized and unique services such as gift vouchers for massages, spas, and family fun center passes. And inmates can add us as contacts to their Telemate account, which allows for them to receive immediate order confirmations. Now let's talk something besides logistics. The real formula. The real formula lies in the company's leaders. You see, we've all been in the trenches. Unfortunately, all of us are incarcerated, but fortunately we will emerge from this incarceration. And thus we've all felt the pain that our business alleviates. We know the market. And we know with certainty that there are thousands out there like us willing to spend between, I don't know, $25 a pair of shoes, upwards of $95 or $150 for a pair of boots. And we love to have that ability to use it in behalf of our loved ones. Let's talk sales and marketing. It's pretty simple. We just plan to ship our catalog to all Department of Correction facilities in the state of Oregon. Our catalogs will be competitively priced. And the initial mailings will be in-house. We'll do the work ourselves. The cost might be a little bit higher. However, it will be offset through effectiveness in reaching potential customers directly. Long-term mail will be handled through resources such as the Direct Marketing Association, which is a trade association for organizations like our own that are involved in direct mailings. Our catalogs will be updated biannually. And now, I'd like to invite Mr. Taylor back up to discuss our competition.
Thank you, Mr. Fisher. Who is our competition? Well, one of our main competitors is a company called Books and Things, which is more of a book and magazine style catalog. But it does have some very generic and very expensive gifts in the back of the catalog. As you can see here, what Mr. Fisher's holding is a Books and Things catalog. For a dozen roses inside of a vase, it would cost you $129.99 plus nearly $16 in shipping and handling. That'd take the average inmate nearly 5 months to be able to purchase that item. Through our company, we'd like them to be able to purchase that in 1 month. Then there's cards and photos that you can buy within the institution, but again, very generic. Other competitors could be family and friends on the outside, but they could be unreliable and may not be able to get the prices or products we have to offer. We beat most competition because we are local and our established relationships we plan to have with vendors. Now to the startup budget. First, I'd like to say we put a lot of time and effort into this budget segment, but I'd just like to share with you the bottom line numbers. But we do have a business brief if anybody wants to look it over. $16,830 is a subtotal for our monthly cost plus salaries. Our one-time startup cost is $30,500. What we're seeking is $232,640. That's 1 year of the monthly costs plus the one-time startup cost. Now to the numbers, the financial projections and key metrics. 14,600 is the factual number of inmates in the Oregon DOC. Now based off that, we created surveys here in this prison, 120 of them, and got 60% of them back stating that our service was desired. Which gave us the assumption that we could reach 60% of that 14,600 via our catalogs, which is 8,760 inmates. And within the first quarter, we project that 10% of that will be buyers, with an average sale of $50 per customer. By quarter 2 and 3, we project we'll go up 5% in buyers. And by that final quarter, because of the holidays, we project that a percentage of buyers will go up 10%, capping us off at 30% buyers. And then we foresee that the average sale will go up $25 to $75, which will give us a total gross sales in the first year of $394,200. Now year 2 and year 3 have similar projections. We figure that we'll stay at a steady rate of 25% buyers with the same average sale of $50, giving us a total gross sales of $657,000 in year 2 and year 3. Now because of word of mouth, our customers will become more familiar with the catalogs. Our buying cycles will then increase to monthly in year 4 and year 5, which will give us a projection of $1,314,000 in gross sales in years 4 and year 5. Accomplishments, timeline, and current status of this company. Let's talk accomplishments. When we first started thinking of GiftMate, we all thought of it as just a mock business, that it was something that couldn't become real. But day by day, I saw that it started to consume us. The time put into its creation, the effort put into the research and development, the frustrations, it was all real. And it built up our entrepreneurial spirits. And with that, we became an effective team and been able to communicate all situations and problems well with each other. We created a minimum valuable product of surveys to see if our service was even desired. But the biggest accomplishment to date was coming to the realization that this company can work, and we plan to start once we get out. A timeline. In week 1, we sat down and we brainstormed many different business concepts and came up with a gift service for inmates. Week 2, we worked on our team building skills and finding the solution to the paying cause because our service wasn't available. Week 3, we created our first minimum valuable product of 11 surveys for in-house feedback. And in week 4, with that feedback, we created 120 surveys and got 60% of them back, which gave us an idea of our market base. Week 5, we began crunching the numbers and finding it within ourselves, the GiftMate can work and be marketable. Now week 6, we're talking today, we're standing here as entrepreneurs ready to take over the world. Current status of this company is trying to find the right investors who believe what we believe in, who are willing to take that plunge with us. We'd like to start creating sample catalogs and more surveys to distribute through Snake River Correctional Institution and the Oregon State Penitentiary. One's on the eastern border and the other's in the heart of Salem, so we're hitting the eastern and western parts of the state. Now with that, we are a heartfelt business, so follow your hearts, because we're in the business of creating heartfelt moments. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for coming to the GiftMate investment pitch.
Thank you all.
Nice question and answer time.
Yes. A little Q&A time.
Questions? Don't be shy.
So your Marty Nash, Bristol Bread, your 50%, how did you determine 50%?
Trying to make it affordable for the inmates. We've seen a lot of the other catalogs mark it up at least 75%, almost 100%. But we wanted to try to make it affordable because we understand that you make money monthly well in DOC. So we weren't trying to take everything that they had.
So is that gross or is that net? So have you already figured your cost in that 50%?
We haven't, so we gross.
Yes.
Thank you.
you.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
know what your competition is outside?
We have a pretty narrow scope, what we just presented to you, and then we know that friends and family, of course, and we do know there are other counties, we just don't know the names, being limited in our resources.
Yeah, the research and development phase was kind of hard, you know, being limited to internet access, things like that. This is basically put together with what we know.
Thank you. Anyone else?
So the competition, they mark it up more, is that because there's not that many competitors, or just because they have, that the costs are actually high enough that they have to mark it up, you know, like to get it, in order to go through the process of gifting?
The costs are nearly that high. Like for the roses, like, you know, there's $120 just for, you know, a cheap vase and 12 roses. So that's something that I'm imagining they send from the East Coast to wherever, and then they add, you know, shipping into that also. So it's a lot more affordable if we use local vendors instead of, you know, trying to nationally do it. So it makes it that much cheaper for us to do it, but I think it's more of a side thing that this company particularly is trying to do.
And I'd like to add too that I don't think the companies are really dedicated to serving just that aspect of it. For instance, our competition that we use in our presentation, about 94% of that is just books and magazines. The actual gift aspect of it is like 4 pages in the back. So for that be another reason why they would make their cost a little higher. Thank you all today for joining us.